This girl's memories of high school are clouded with bitterness over what happened to her at the hands of her father. Whenever Anita, not her real name, was going back to boarding school after her term break or holidays, her father would insist on dropping her. This is not unusual for a father, except he would always insist on making the long trip to the out-of-town school alone. This was the only time he could be alone, uninterrupted, with his daughter in the car, and later in a hotel where he would coerce her into performing all manner of sexual favors for him. This went on from when 13-year-old Anita was in Form 1 to when finally, at 16, she spoke out. Cases such as Anita's, although seldom talked about, are not new in Kenya. This year alone, KTN has highlighted 13 stories of alleged defilement. Childline, a 24-hour helpline, has recorded at least 1,091 cases of child sex abuse since January this year. Every day you probably walk with these defilers, you interact with them, probably even chat with them on the buses. At face value, they do appear normal, but is there a way to read the signs? Samuel Ngethen Dongo is a convicted sexual offender remanded at Kamiti Maximum Prison. He was found guilty 5 years ago of defiling his 8-year-old daughter. Although he denies committing the crime, he has agreed to tell us what he has learned having interacted with child molesters in the prison. He explains that defilement is almost always premeditated and planned.
It is something that one plans for. He decides how he will entice that girl, and he plans. I'll tell her this way, I'll give her this and that. And then when he comes into my trance, then I'll do whatever that I want.
Irene Nyamu, the executive director at Childline, says most of the cases they receive point to a heightened level of manipulation. The defiler may use compliments, gifts, or even threats to get to the child.
Think about it, a child is bought sweets 3-4 times, or mandazi or chips, and they're lured into abusive situations.
Plus, even nowadays, children know money. And if a child gets somebody who will be giving him maybe 20 shillings, she will feel as if it is something very big, as a show-off to the other children.
Once they have the child, the defilement can go undetected for long periods of time, sometimes, as in the case of Anita, years. The relationship between the defiler and their victim also makes it difficult for them to be detected. According to Irene, the defilers are
fathers, stepfathers, uncles, and male cousins.
The age of the victims may also perpetuate the silence. Statistics from the Childline call center show that 20 cases of sexual abuse on children between 0 to 10 years have been reported this year alone. These children may not fully understand what is happening to them and will often be threatened to stay silent. The remaining 63 above 10 years are most likely blackmailed into silence. Anita, for example, was told her school fees would not be paid if she told anyone what was happening. The greatest challenge in apprehending the defilers may, however, lie with the parents.
Kenyans are very good at hiding it. They are in denial. The child knows what happened, the parents know what happened, and yet nobody is wanting to take any action or help the child.
You can be arraigned in court as failing to protect the child, causing the child to be in need of care and protection.
Under the Sexual Offences Act, any person who knowingly permits any child to remain in any premises for the purposes of causing such child to be sexually abused or to participate in any form of sexual activity or in any obscene or indecent exhibition or show commits the offence of benefiting from child prostitution and is liable upon conviction to imprisonment for a term of not less than 10 years. The beginning of the healing process won't be possible, however, if we keep hiding these perpetrators. People must not be scared to come out and speak, as this is the only way to fully eradicate the problem.